What's up everyone, it's Khauf here again with a new video. This one will be more in-depth than the last videos because I waited a longer time and let the PA develop like I mentioned in my previous video. So yeah, this video you're gonna see more in-depth charts, more in-depth liquidity charts. And I'm also glad I waited until this Monday for the new open, especially now since everything dropped really hard. This video will be really interesting in my opinion because yeah, we're still Monday. I'm still waiting on the Monday open for New York. Probably when you'll see the video, Monday open has already happened, so you will know what happened on that open. I'm hoping for a correction to the upside. The most important thing is, even after this drop, I still remain bullish for August. And yeah, in this video, you're gonna see why I'm still bullish. First, we're gonna hop on ETH, on the daily time frame for ETH, because yeah, it's one of my favorite time frames, the daily, especially for market directions. If you look at the chart, you can see ETH is nowhere near the previous higher low. So in my opinion, we're just creating a healthy structure because yeah, price can't just keep shooting up and you can't expect price to go higher and not dropping for one day. So in that case, it's in my opinion good to create a higher low now so we can keep this healthy structure and aim for new highs. Because if we look at ETH, you can see we had a 40% raise in like the last 2 weeks on ETH. That's big, especially for such a big coin, an ETF driven coin. So yeah, it's normal. We're gonna see a little setback. Now I'm looking for a reaction on the Fibonacci level, the 20 MA and the POC for ETH. So I might aim for a little lower, but not like a big drop, but we might front run this level and just go up from here again, but don't be surprised if we still go a little lower. After that, we can continue to look for 5.8k on ETH because yeah, it would be healthy to go to that level and it wouldn't be weird to see that level. We can see that the buyers are still in control, and as long as we don't lose that level, the 50 level on the RSI, everything above that 50 level is still buyer control. And if we don't lose that level, we're still good for higher. And yeah, the remainder of August could still be really bullish. And I believe it will be really bullish. We can also see that ETH had its first outflow in the ETF for ETH. After that new breaking high, that record breaking high, that was insane in my opinion, especially for such a small market cap compared to like Bitcoin, etc. But I would suggest this is like a small outflow. This is not a real big outflow if you compare it to the last outflow candle and the new inflow candles. It's like a really small amount that got out. So in my opinion, there's still enough trust in the market and ETH. So yeah, we're good for higher in that case also. For leverage traders, there's still room for more liquidations on the long side. So I think market makers will still liquidate the most longs. That's also the reason I'm aiming for a little lower now. Most liquidity is already sniped, as you can see on this heat map, but there's still some liquidity beneath us, so it wouldn't hurt us to snipe these levels, especially with the all-time high having the most liquidity at this point. So yeah, sweep on the all-time high is imminent, and we will definitely see the all-time highs anytime now, because yeah, the liquidity is telling us that price is going there, and I'm trusting liquidity and volume. So yeah, in my opinion, that's a valid statement to make, that Ethereum is going to all-time high anytime now. We're following up alts against ETH on the total 3 ES-ETH USD chart. You can see that alts are bottom out at my level. I mentioned in this previous video that this will probably be the lowest we go for this chart. You can see the chart is also very heavy oversold on the RSI, so it's a good bottom level. I'm also still waiting on alts to make their run in August, because Bitcoin ran before August, but ETH is running now, so inflow into alts should be really obvious in my opinion. We would want this chart to top out at the 200 MA and the Fibonacci level, because yeah, that's my POI for a top on this chart. I'm thinking this chart will top out in like September with the rest of the market, and that would be my level before crashing down again. and ETH dominance taking over when everyone is gonna rotate into safer coins like ETH, Bitcoin, Solana, and like all the bigger caps. So in my opinion, the 16th of September we should top out at these levels pointed out on the chart. If we look at the ETH BTC chart, we would want to see continuation of to higher EMAs. If the altcoin rally really want to start, we need ETH to dominate against Bitcoin. Of course, not like dominate against alts, but ETH is meant to be going harder than Bitcoin if you want, or also rally higher. So yeah, I'm looking for these higher EMAs to get hit and top out also at an EMA, especially if the inflow for ETH keeps coming in. We should definitely see the higher EMAs getting tapped also. Like the 200 EMA is clear for me, it's gonna get swept in like the coming 3 weeks in my opinion. No, for altcoins, if we look at the other charts, nothing really changed on the higher time frame. Like on the higher time frame, we're still in a really good zone in my opinion for everything. Structure remains bullish. We didn't go below the higher low, or we didn't go above the new high, so it still needs to be decided where it's going. But in my opinion, as long as we don't go beneath the latest low, we're still good for higher. And you can see how strong that 200 MA is also on this chart. We're trading above this zone in a bullish structure, and we're not gonna go beneath it unless it's like a bear market. If we look at the Bitcoin dominance, I would like a sweep into the golden pocket and the 100 MA before going higher into the 60% again. In my opinion, I have a personal plan of dropping way lower in August, in the remainder of August, before Bitcoin gains a dominant back in the red month of September and October. Money rotates back into safer coins like Bitcoin. So yeah, I want lower on Bitcoin dominance, so alts can rally higher now. After that, I'm looking for a rejection at the 20 MA in October, and that would be a perfect Q4 setup for the altcoins if you can top there. Of course, this can change depending on how low we go now. So that's gonna be a chart I'm following up the coming months. Now, according to the Altcoinseason index, we have seen nothing yet. As you can see, we're still at the middle zone, like not really interested retail in the altcoins, but it's not like nobody is watching. So yeah, we're still waiting for a decision on this chart too. I'm hoping we're gonna see the index going to 80-90 to peak again like previous rallies, but that should happen. And I think we're gonna rally into that zone until mid-September, especially looking at the M2 chart, which I'm covering in a second. First, I'm going over Bitcoin. Of course, the Bitcoin plan remains the same for me, nothing's changed. Lower time frame noise is not getting into my head. I'm not changing my mind until I'm proven wrong. At the moment we're chopping and everyone is stressing, everyone is reacting on candle colors, which is not good. Just zoom out, remind yourself of your own plan, and as long as it's not invalidated, it's still a good plan. So yeah, my plan is not invalidated, so I'm gonna aim higher unless I'm proven wrong. I still want to see that 131 to 135k before the dump, and I think we will get it. It's not that far off, especially for Bitcoin. Still like a little month left to hit that, so that should be an obvious target and first POI for Bitcoin. Why am I saying we're gonna top out in September again? That's because I'm looking at the M2 chart, which for now is looking like it's topped out in September, but it has not decided on like a new low or a new high. As you can see, we haven't broken like the new lower low made, but we could still break the latest high or the all-time high, so it's like a chart I'm following up. But for now it's looking like a bearish structure in my opinion after September. So yeah, I'm bearish in September. I have a new interesting liquidity chart also for you guys. It's like the BMO, the Bitcoin Micro Oscillator. If you look at that chart, it's not topped out. It's definitely not topped out. It's only at the 1 level right now. It's only going to top out when we approach a 1.85 or above the 2 level. That is a zone where I'm going to be looking for Bitcoin tops. It's a really accurate chart, especially looking at previous data. If you zoom out, you can see in like every previous bull run, when this chart went above these levels that I just mentioned, you can see Bitcoin is topped out and drops really hard after. So yeah, in my opinion, it's a good indicator. I'm gonna keep using it to spot the tops. So yeah, a quick look at my portfolio. Nothing has really changed. I'm still in the 4 same coins for spot. Most of them have been ranging, been chopping a little bit at the same levels, and it looks like it's bottom out again. I'm still confident in all these projects, especially if the market allows these coins to go higher, allows retail to enter. So yeah, for now I'm still holding the same bag, and I'm still confident I'm gonna make a lot of bread with these ones. And CPOOL remains my biggest coin. As you know, it's my favorite one. If we look at CPOOL, it looks bottom out because we hit the first FIP level and the POC, and almost getting oversold at a higher time frame on the RSI. So if ETH decides to hold here, maybe a little lower, but like ranging at these levels, we should see CPOOL going again, especially if the altcoin dominance starts kicking in. This was it for the video. We can conclude like the market is not done yet. It's still good for higher, in my opinion. Market makers are just trying to shake out long holders before going higher. I would suggest not get shaken out because August will probably close green and with good numbers for alts, especially now. So don't get shaken out. Watch the charts enough. Thank you all for watching. The next one will definitely be more in-depth on my indicators, because I promised y'all I would show my indicators and how and why I use them. But I only will make that video if I have the time, because market has been really pumping or dumping these last weeks. So it's difficult to make a video about indicators when that is happening. Yeah, see y'all in the next one.